Hi there, this is Nick with Cruising Family, and today I'm going to be talking to you about cruising during winter. We cruise as a family or a family of five, so I'll be coming from that perspective of talking about cruising, and our show is all about our experiences of travel, family, and the things that we've experienced. To get rolling, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of our experiences. We have cruised in the winter a couple of times during the winter months. We've gone on a 4-day imagination carnival imagination out of Long Beach, a holiday or like a Christmas Eve cruise on the Carnival Panorama, and we also last year went on the Carnival Jubilee in the Caribbean. So we have a variation of itineraries, different locations, different ships, and want to talk about some of the things that cruising during the winter might be different than cruising during those summer months. So the first thing I want to say is make sure that you pack for all the places you're going to. So if you're going to be sailing out of anywhere that's not in the tropic, most likely it's going to be chilly. Even places like in Florida could be a little bit cooler than what you're expecting, or along that southern along the Gulf of Mexico there. Along the Gulf of Mexico there. We went out of Galveston. It was really chilly. Definitely want to make sure that you are packing cooler weather. When you go out of Los Angeles as well, it's going to be cool, and there could be some fog, and you definitely want to make sure that you're packing for the fact that even though you might be leaving a place that's snowing, that it's still the place that you're flying into might still have a little bit of chill to it. So make sure that you do bring at least some warm clothes. And with that said, you're also going to want to make sure that you're packing those for warm weather. If you go into the tropic, if you go down into like we went to Roatan, it was very warm the days we were there. When we went into like Mexico, it's still going to be hot. You're still going to want that pool weather. You're still going to want to make sure that you're dressed appropriately also for those warmer clothes. So if you've ever gone to Alaska, it's kind of reminiscent of that. You're going to want to pack with layers. So make sure that when you're doing that packing, you understand that you might have a couple extra pieces of clothes, but make sure that you're packing for all of the days of your trip, including your embarkation day. So cruising during the winter months, especially during the holiday months, many cruise lines are going to decorate differently. They're going to have the ship decorated with holiday themed items like Christmas trees, like gingerbread things. So that might be something positive for you. That might be something that you're like, I'm not sure if I like that. But definitely come prepared to be in that kind of that themed experience. The same thing with like if you're going during the month of October, there might be something along those lines. We've also cruised in Easter. There was an opportunity to have celebration around that. So during those winter months, especially the month of, November is all fall, but end of November going into December, the ship is going to be decorated that way. After December, however, in January, in February, still winter time, you're going to be the ship won't be decorated that way. So if you're hoping to sail on the ship with those decorations, make sure that you're doing it during the season as well. On on our cruise on the Panorama, it was right before Christmas, and they had some different holiday shows. There are two different special shows that were just for the season, and one of them included bringing the Grinch aboard. And from what I've seen, sometimes you might have a jolly visitor as well. So definitely something fun for our family to look forward to if you're looking at those winter months. And I'll say, I think for the most part, cruising during the winter is very much the same as cruising during the summer months. You still have the ship is still there, the staff is still amazing, the people that are around you, they're still awesome. So don't lower or raise your expectations. It's still going to be that cruise experience. As with any cruise, make sure that you research what type of weather is typical for the area, for the region when you're cruising. In last year when we went on the Jubilee, it was a little bit rainy, a little bit overcast, especially coming out of Texas and coming back into Texas. So be prepared for whatever the typical weather is during that period. And if you've cruised there in other seasons, don't necessarily expect that to be the case for the winter season. Different parts of the world have different seasonal weather, so make sure that you've done a little bit of research around that. Coming out of Southern California, typically there was some fog in both of those situations, and once we got further down the Baja, it definitely would warm up quite a bit, and to the point where it was nice and sunny. But in both of our experiences on both the Imagination and the Panorama, we didn't have a lot of rain, just chillier weather. So to wrap things up, cruising during the winter months can be advantageous, especially if you're looking at early December, or if you're looking at January, February. There are definitely less expensive rates during that time. So it can definitely be a time to really consider to make it a little bit more affordable, and understand that just like any other location, you may need to do a little bit of research about the specific conditions to account for. We've had great experiences of cruising during those winter months, and I hope that as you plan for your cruise, I hope that winter is definitely in your consideration. And thanks so much for watching all the way through. You guys have a great day. Bye.